What's up, guys? How's it going? You got Daesh here coming to you live from Amadon, North Dakota. We got Pierre, we got Rhea, and we got Angeline on here today. We wanted to jump on here with you guys and talk about a few really important things. We got a lot of stuff coming up here this weekend that we're really excited about. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys start saying hi as soon as you guys start jumping on. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from in the comments section below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are back. What's up, guys? So real quick, Rhea, Angeline, why don't you guys tell everyone where you guys are coming in from?
Okay, I am coming in from Saratoga Springs, New York. New York is in the house.
Central Pennsylvania, but I'm from the motherland, Angola. But yeah, that's where I am right now. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So who we got jumping on so far? Gadarine, I hope that I'm saying that name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. I butcher your name so often. Hello, coming in from Uganda. How awesome is that? Delroy.
Nice. Very nice.
You guys that? Okay. Cut out there for a second. Delroy says, hey. James says #live from Kenya. And Delroy says #live. So guys, the title of this video says, why exactly are we all coming together? So there's a couple reasons. First thing is, of course, we just love hanging out with each other, right? We love this energy transference. We love working with each other. But another big thing that we really wanted to talk about was how important it truly is to find your targeted people, right? It's way better for you to be able to find the targeted people rather than just getting a bunch of random people trying to come into your business, into your life even on that daily basis. So, Angeline, why do you feel that it's so important for people to find their targeted audience?
Finding a targeted audience is so important because, number one, you want to do business with those people. I know for myself, back when I was first in network marketing, I would just add anybody. I would just add anybody to reach 5,000 friends because that's what I was told, but it doesn't work because those are people that are not in that space. So my niche, I've really honed down my niche and my target audience. So I want to target women entrepreneurs, women who are already in business, women who are looking for a change in their lives, because being that I'm working on my project and my podcast, I'm my goal is to make an impact on women's lives and bring change and help them power through their obstacles.
And why do you feel that it's important for you to find women instead of, like you said, your targeted audience, you've really honed in on that, which is super important. Why do you feel that you've targeted women instead, say, men in their early 20s?
Okay, because young women like me, I was married and I went through a very horrible situation, which was domestic violence. And, I want women to be empowered. I want, my goal for women is for them to stand up on their own 2 feet and be independent and being able to provide for themselves because thank goodness I could do that. 10 years ago, I was in a very bad place. And, because I started to surround myself with people, with leaders and women, I was able to overcome that situation, which was huge for me. That was a huge breakthrough for me.
That makes sense then that you would be targeting women then because you're targeting people that kind of have been through the same type of situation, right? Because those are the people I feel like you connect them struggles, similar past. Those are the types of people I feel like I connect most with, like me and Pierre, right? He's so much alike like me. It's insane sometimes. So I love that, Angeline. So Rhea, why do you feel that it's so important for people to find their targeted audience?
Well, so initially when I hopped online and, wanting to be a young online entrepreneur, I went through the same thing as Angeline, just basically added random people. And I also used to spam a lot and, just had this quick fixed mentality. And I got to realize like online business is not so different from like, I guess, the real world. If you really think about it, it's just like the kind of friends that we surround with, or like people we want to hang out. Maybe, I guess in this case, I'm a college student. So like there are people that I want to work with maybe for like study sessions or stuff like that. I want to make sure, I resonate with them. We have something in common, and I'm not going to feel like I want to cut their head off or something like that. Get it wrong. So it's just the same thing. So like target audience is basically just people who you have a genuine connection, you have some stuff in common, and you feel like you can actually see yourself traveling with that person, or like just literally having a nice dinner out with them. So they're basically like almost like your friend, like almost close to best friend. So that's what I think people should have, that idea of having a target audience. Like for me, I think it's just people who are very honest. Like I value honesty to the highest position. There's been a lot of
it shows.
Thank you. There's been a lot of dishonesty online where people are just being forced. Oh yeah, like join my program. It has like, you can earn like $1,000 or $5,000 in like 3 days, which is not realistic. And they don't really show the true side of how they even got to that level. And they don't even tell the truth, like, oh yeah, this is what I did. Or maybe I had a mentor, or maybe I did some personal development beforehand. And they don't even share their struggles as well. And sometimes they just force people into businesses. Like nowadays, when people like reach out to me and they say, hey, I want to work online, but I just don't know what to do. The first thing I tell them is like, oh, there's these different types of business models, and you can basically just pick which one would go with your lifestyle. So I chose affiliate marketing because I just like, I guess, helping people or just directing them to something that could be beneficial to them. Some people like e-commerce, something like that. And people should just be okay with it. Like, don't be greedy to just have so many leads. Some people just are not compatible to you. It's just like dating or like, meeting a significant other. You can't force yourself in a relationship.
Right.
It's not gonna work.
My favorite like example of that, I love that you said that, because guys, it's really like she said, you don't want to have just random people because you don't know if your product is going to be even beneficial to them. Right. So what's the point? If you were to get like spammed by a bunch of people telling you, hey, buy this product, if you know that it's not going to serve you, you're not going to take action on it. So why would you expect someone else to? Right. My favorite example of this is thinking of like, if you had like this beautiful plate of steak, right? Beautiful, juicy steak. And you walked into a room of vegetarians, right? No matter how amazingly grilled that steak is, you're not going to sell it. Right? Because no vegetarian is going to want what you're offering. So that's why it's so important to find that targeted audience. Who else do we get jumping on here? Ryan, hey guys, fire. Appreciate that, brother. Coming in, hashtag live. James says, good topic to discuss. Appreciate that, brother. Sean says, absolutely. Having a daughter, I'm all about this. He's probably talking about Angeline's thing. Love that. Delroy says, Angeline inspires men too. I love that. Good for you, Angeline. I love it. Deepak, I hope that I'm saying your name right there. Rock on. Rosie, girl, I just met you. I'm super excited for you to be on here. Ryan says, I agree. Awesome. So heard from Angeline a little bit, heard from Ray a little bit. I want to hear from you now. Why do you think that is important to find a targeted audience?
You got to find your targeted audience. Why I see it's important is because you have to match your values up with guys have to have matching values and characteristics. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get into a business with a person that you don't get along with. I know sometimes people don't get along, but you want to be compatible with that person. You want to know their dislikes, what they like, what they hate, what's their favorite color.
It's like your favorite one.
Their favorite food, right? Because if I'm into a business with somebody that I don't even know because I didn't ask them the right questions, who they really are as a person, as their characteristics, because like I'm compatible with, for example, I'm compatible with people that have a good heart, that really cares for people, that are kind of sensitive, but very
driven.
Highly motivated and inspirational, someone that likes to smile and comes to their business with a lot of energy and like to bring people together and focus on the people, not just themselves.
Yes.
Because the more that we get out of that me to how can I help the people, the more that the people attract to you. And I just just come from the heart.
And again, right? I feel like that goes all the way back to finding the people that are like you. Right? Because you said you want someone that has a good heart, someone that has good values, someone that's like driven, right? And you're just exactly like that, right? So wouldn't it be more beneficial to you to join someone, right, that has similar values, that has that similar personality, right? Rather than joining someone that has a completely different mindset and values of you, where you really don't even want to learn from that anymore. I know I've gotten programs like that. Right, where I met this person, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can make a bunch of money," and because I was so focused on the money, I jumped in. But then they were a crappy person, right? They were doing super unethical things, and that really just, honestly, in my opinion, wastes more money than anything, right?
True. And just to add on to your topic of, I guess, finding target audience. So this method of like adding friends and like, you know, really qualifying them, as you see there, like profile and information. And for those out there who are doing like paid traffic, you can basically apply the same kind of principle. So just recently I did a tutorial with my members where like if you're using maybe Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you can actually go on audience insight tools and literally pick like different conditions or like different interests of the kind of target audience that you want to, I guess, promote your product or service. You can literally even go by like favorite movies or like the places that they shop. It's
so easy online now. We have so many tools to be able to find this stuff. So people really don't have a big excuse unless, right, they're like all of us at one point where they don't know how to use those tools, right? Justin says, I am in here. What up, bro? Loving that profile picture, bro. Like literally, I'm so glad that you changed it. You look good, brother. Thanks for having me on your podcast. Angeline, great to have you all here with us. Appreciate you guys. For sure, look for things you can relate with. That's what's up, Rich. You know it. You know it. Delroy says, great to see you all. Great to see you as well, Delroy. So
can't relate.
It's fake if you can't relate. I love that, bro. So, Angeline, one thing that I want to ask you, because I know that there's like a bunch of different ways to market online. So I've seen that you've been getting a massive amount of engagement, like a lot. You actually inspired me to like start doing my posts differently when I first started, you know, because you just had so much engagement and so much love. So do you feel that you would have gotten as much engagement if you wouldn't have personally picked out the type of people that were for your business? Like if you weren't going for that targeted audience, do you feel that your engagement would really be as high as it is?
That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, let me talk about my engagement. So before, like 3 years ago, I hardly had any engagement. It was the same 25 people. You know how it is when you put a post out on Facebook and the first 20 people see it? After that, it died. Until I learned the secret sauce.
Right.
How to properly do organic marketing. And finding your target audience. So what I did was, recently my engagement has soared. Number one, because of Facebook stories. I've started to implement Facebook stories and do polls, and it's been a total game changer for me in terms of my businesses that I'm in. So, you know, $1,000 sales and then $500 sales, all because I'm just doing Facebook stories, and I do a variety. So, you know, like I'll do something for fun while I'm at the park, and then I'll do something, you know, like for business related, and it's soared. I mean, the leads that have come in just from my Facebook stories has been phenomenal. So,
and do you feel that those people would actually be leads if you wouldn't have personally went out and targeted those people?
Correct. Yes, correct. Another way I target people is going on pages, influencers, okay, such as Ray Higdon, Tony Robbins. That's another way that I go find a targeted audience. So what I do is I go to a post that resonates with me, and then I click on that, and I'll make a love and comment on it, and then I will go through the people to see, you know, like who would be a good fit for me. And it's been great. It's been great. That's all I can say. And also, because I had too many friends, actually, I was like stuck at 5,000. My engagement went down. Then I deleted. I'm, you know, deleting more inactive people. So the more people that I delete who are inactive, see, now my posts are getting better reach. My reach has increased. So that's been really, really That's been amazing. In fact, I have talked about that, you know. So organic marketing has been doing really working for me. And that's how I.
So guys, you guys have heard, like, so Angeline does organic marketing. I do organic marketing. Rhea has even talked a little bit about paid marketing, right? So there's a lot of different ways for you to be able to build up your engagement online. And that's actually one of the reasons that we wanted to come on here, guys. So this Friday, we're going to be jumping on all four of us, right? So you don't just get just one of us. You're going to have all four of us on there. Yeah, that's right. Get excited, right? I love that. So dream team, baby. So Friday, we are actually going to be hosting a webinar for you guys on 3 different ways of how you can actually build engagement on Facebook, right? We want to talk a few different ways of how each one of us personally have done it and really just provide value to you guys. You know, we all have been in that situation where we've struggled, right? Where we don't really know what we're doing, and being able to provide that little bit of strategies for you guys is really going to help you with taking that to the next level and just gaining that clarity, right? That's really what it's all about, just having that clarity. So you guys want to come to the webinar. If you're on my page, reach out to me or to Pierre, right? If you are on Rhea's page right now watching this video, I want you to reach out to Rhea, and the same thing with Angeline. If you're on Angeline's page, go reach out to her and be like, hey, how can I come to the webinar, right? All we want to do is just connect with you guys, right? We really want to show the love, show the strategies, and share the value that we've learned over the past few years. All right. So real quick, before we jump on it, guys, Rhea, what's one more thing you want to say to the audience here?
One more thing I want to say is, I actually had the thought. I kind of lost it. But basically, I just want to say there's different ways to do things. So different ways to build your engagement, different ways to get your target audience. And this is why we want to be touching more on that on the webinar. There's also something we'll be talking about, like how to actually comment, how to actually reach out to people. I've been noticing a lot of people are like sending out robotic messages. And if you don't believe what we're saying, trust me, you're going to learn more about that in the webinar. And we're going to teach you like little things, because we just want, actually one more thing. I just want you guys to get this before, you hop off the live, is business basically, especially like online marketing and like this whole social media marketing platform, is not strictly just to make money. It's to just reconnect as a human race. Mm-hmm. So if you guys lose that concept, you're losing the importance of actually making an impact and getting success in your business. So,
amen. Money is just a tool, guys. Money is not what we're after, right? We're after what money can provide for us, right? Yeah. The experience, the love, the help that we get to have for other people. That's really the focus. So Angeline, for you, one more thing that you want to say to the audience before we jump off.
Okay. Yes. I'm really, really looking forward to Friday. And I just was reading a comment in the live here from someone. Okay, so let me just clarify something. I am not isolating Ben. Okay. There are a lot of, I have coaches. I have, male coaches, who support me. Mentors who support me. A perfect example was last night. But anyhow, I'm not isolating Ben. Okay, so I just want to make that very, very clear, because men support me in what I do.
Oh, of course. And it's not about like isolating to just men. It's just the targeted, right? Like you connect most with people that have been through that same experience, right? So that's what's super important. So Pierre, what's one more thing you want to say to the audience before we jump off?
Why is it important to have a niche, right, and your targeted audience? It's something that happened recently, right? That if Deja didn't know her targeted audience and her niche, we wouldn't have came across these kids in Uganda, right? That's orphans, right? And they need stuff, right? Like they need beds, they need food, right? And we wouldn't have met these wonderful, wonderful, thank you God, thank you Jesus, these wonderful kids, right? And they're so talented, so heartfelt, like love. Like I felt so much love from these kids that we would have never met them if it wasn't for social media and actually knowing your target audience and actually meeting people that come from the heart.
Right. And so finding your target audience, it's not just about like trying to get sales and leads and stuff like that. The impact that we're actually able to make in people's lives when we find those targeted audience and learn how we can actually attract those and make those meaningful connections, right? The friends for life. Yeah. So I love that. All right, guys, let's do off a few more comments here. Jeffrey says, great content. Thank you all for sharing. Lena says, #live. Great, guys. Appreciate that. Delroy says, you know it, brother. I love that. Rosie says, that's really awesome. Thank you, guys. Delroy says, you know it, sister. And Rich says, LOL. All right, guys. That is basically it. Anything else you guys want to say before we hop off?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to say something?
See you. Invite your friends.
Yes. And I just want to touch on what Pierre said. It's all about making an impact. It's impact over income.
Yep.
So, that's another thing, speaking for myself, I just connected with the domestic abuse code. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. People are finding me. Okay. And that's why, I want to make an impact on people's lives. Perfect example is a woman who is connecting with me now because she's a domestic abuse coach. So she's overcome domestic abuse. It can be all sorts of, abuse. So I know what my target audience is. And I know that they can go from victim to victor and also have a business, have a coaching business. So impact over income is crucial. I love that. Vital. Yeah.
He says, yes, impact over income. All right, Rhea, you were saying something right there. What did you want to say?
I was just saying we'll see you guys on the webinar.
We'll see you on Friday.
We'll see you guys on Friday. Again, reach out to us if you are on my page. Reach out to Rhea if you are watching this on her page, and the same with Angeline. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. And guys, Friday, right? We want to spend just 30 to 45 minutes with you guys, right? That's it. Right? We understand that people's attention spans are only about 7 seconds now, which is crazy, right? So we want to provide a massive amount of value in about 30 to 45 minutes. So give us a little bit of your time. We'll see you guys on Friday. And with that being said, bye for now.